Hello and welcome to the ScrapbookPal channel. This is Shanna Makes It, and today I'll be working with some fun product from Spellbinders. I have got the Tulips and Daffodils press and foil plate, and this is a collection by Yana. And we've got the big press plate. You can see it's quite large, and you can both press and foil this. And then we've got the coordinating stencil that goes with it, and it's just beautiful. So there are, I believe, 5 different layers with this particular stencil, and we are going to be working with it today on our video. So I'm going to just pull them out and just kind of flip through them so you can take a look at them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different layers, and we'll use that on our Tulips and Daffodils. And I'm going to glimmer it, and we're going to foil. And then we've got the Windmill and Tulips, and this is by Yana as well, and it is a A2 size press plate. And you've got the windmills and the tulips, and we've got the coordinating stencil for this as well. And this particular stencil is a 6-piece stencil. So we've got quite a bit of stenciling we're going to be doing on this video. I've also got the coordinating sentiments, Bouquet of Hugs Sentiments. And we've got wishing you a birthday that blooms as beautiful as a tulip in spring. Your kindness makes the world blossom. Thank you for helping me grow. Sending a bouquet of hugs and missing you dearly. Now I've got my glimmer machine in here. I've got it turned on. It's heated up. And we're going to grab this Tulip and Daffodils plate and we're going to get it laid down on here. And I'm going to be bringing in some gold foil. And this is some glimmer foil. And we're going to be using the gold foil on it. So I'm bringing in some blush cardstock, and I'm going to use that gold glimmer foil, and we're going to get it laid down on our press plate. And we're going to use our panel and our shim, and we'll just push the button. And then that thing will flash green until it's ready to go. Now, it's good and hot. While I'm waiting, I'm going to get my press plate ready. I'm going to bring in some white cardstock, and we're going to get it attached to the platen for our press plate. And we're going to be taking the Windmill and Tulips press plate, and we're going to be pressing it with our Letterpress. So I'm going to pull out that plate and get it laid down on here and get it positioned how we want it. I've got my white cardstock taped on my platen, and we're going to get it straightened up. I want to make sure it's straight on here. It won't wind up mattering because I will, cut this panel down because it's way bigger than what I need. So our foiling is now ready, so I'm just going to move my Letterpress out of to the side, and we're going to bring in the Platinum 6, and we're going to get to pressing our glimmer now. So we'll just slide that out of there and just run it through the Spellbinders Platinum 6. And I'm just going nice and slow, giving it a good gentle press. And we're going to do the big reveal. So we'll pull it off, and it looks like it glimmered beautifully, and it did. And that gold is just gorgeous on there. Now, we are going to stencil over that blush-colored cardstock and add some color to our flowers, and I think it'll turn out stunning. But I thought we'd get all of our panels ready and then do all of our stenciling and then come back in and assemble our cards. So I'm going to bring in my Letterpress black ink and just ink this A2 size plate up really well. We've got to ink it up really well because there's a lot of detail on here, and this is a full cover plate. So I like to tap and kind of twist a little bit and just get really good coverage on here. And then once I've done all my inking, I like to check and make sure there aren't any fine hairs from my ink pad, because if there are, that can leave a press mark on my panel. So I'm going to hold it out and give it a look. It looks okay. I'm just going to clean up a little extra ink, just trying to keep things clean. And then we'll just lay our platen on there with our paper, and we're ready to press. Now this, you can use the cotton cardstock from Spellbinders if you like, or you can just use regular. I'm just using regular hammer mill, and it turns out just fine. Sometimes I'll use my watercolor paper on it too if you want a really good press, but this turns out just fine with a hammer mill. So you can see everything pressed beautifully. We got a good clean image all the way across that panel, and we're ready to go. So I'm just going to put these things aside, and we're going to come back in with our stenciling, and I'm going to speed it up, and we're going to add some color to our panels. So I'm starting with my tulips, and I've got the first layer of the stencil. And for this, I'm going to use my saltwater taffy, and I'm really just going to use it for all of the layers of the flowers. It looks really nice with this blush cardstock that I've got here. And if I use a heavier hand and then a lighter hand and an even lighter hand, then I can kind of get like 3 tones with it. And I think it turns out really lovely. So I'm just going, heavy, medium, and then light, and just adding some color. And I think it looks really pretty. Now we're going to bring in the second stencil, and I'm going to get it lined up on there. And then this is for our leaves, and I'm using Shabby Shutter Distressed Oxide for this. And I'm going to line up the next one, and we're going to use our Shabby Shutters again. And just get our color on there. Isn't that pretty? So now we're moving on to our windmill stencil. And this one has 6 layers, and I'm doing some masking here with some Post-it notes, just because we're going to do some darker colors up top, and I don't want to get my pink into it. Now I use spun sugar, kitsch flamingo, and seedless preserves on my tulips. And for this, I'm using Vintage Photo. And so we've got kind of a light to dark in our tulips. And I'm going to do the next layer, and here I'm bringing in my mowed lawn for my leaves, and I'm going to bring in my ground espresso for this layer on the windmills. And we're just beginning to build. And so we'll just bring in our next layer, and this is where we add the background behind our tulips. And I'm just bringing in mowed lawn again and adding it. And then I'm going to bring in antique linen for our windmill houses. And I went pretty heavy with it. Now for this next layer, I'm going to bring in pine needles. And it's a darker green, and just make our stems and bushes darker. And then I'm going to bring in the antique linen. I'm going to go a little bit lighter and then kind of heavier right under the windmill, just to add some shading. And I've got some stormy sky or lost shadow that I'm using for my clouds. And then for my sky, I'm using tumbled glass, and I'm going heavy at the bottom and then lighter as we go up in our sky. And there we've got all of our stenciling done. So now we've slowed things down a bit. I've cut these down. I used a frame to cut that one out. And then I just cut my tulips down to 4 by 5 1/4. And we're going to need to clean the glimmer off. We've got that distressed oxide laying on top of our glimmer. And so I'm just going to use my rag and just wipe it off. And then that will bring all of the shine through. So just get that all cleaned off, and then you can just see the shine on there. So we've got that. And for this, I've decided to bring in some pearl metallic cardstock from Spellbinders. And I thought it would look lovely with the glimmer that we have on our tulip panel. And I'm just going to grab some glue. I got the corner a little bent there. I was just kind of straightening it. I'm going to grab some glue, and we're going to get this laid down on our card base. I was having a little trouble getting my glue started, so that's kind of what the delay is there. So we'll just bring in our glue and get it laid down. I have 3 bottles of glue, and I couldn't get any of them to work. So giving it a good press, and this is going to be a relatively flat card. We've got our glimmer foiled tulips. I'm trimming this down. My card base was a little bit off. And then we have stenciled them, and I have got one of the sentiments from the set that we're going to use on this. And this is the one that says missing you dearly. And you can see I'm still struggling with the glue. But we'll get this laid down on there and get our sentiment added. And I think it'll be really pretty. Trying to get it lined up nice. Here's our missing you dearly. And I had pressed that, or glimmered that with the same gold foil, and I did it on some white hammermill cardstock, and we're just going to lay it down here at the bottom. And I think it looks pretty just like that, but I'm going to grab some two-tone pink dimensional dots from Spellbinders and use those on this card, and we'll just add some embellishments to it. So I've grabbed my pick tool, and I'm just going to grab 3 of these and put them in the upper right-hand corner, kind of in a little triangle. And then we'll add another one down below. And I'm just kind of creating a visual triangle between the enamel dots and the sentiment. And that'll finish off our tulip card. I think it's lovely. Now let's work on our windmill card. And the colors are very vibrant. So I'm bringing in wishing you a birthday that blooms as beautifully as a tulip in the spring. And I'm going to glue down my stenciled pressed panel on some rain cardstock. And we'll get it laid down on there. I think that's rainforest is what that is. And again, I'm trying to wipe off any oxide that's on my Letterpress ink. And we're going to layer this up on some wild berry cardstock, I think is what I'm using there. And then we'll get it laid down on our A2 size card base. Now for this one, I'm just going to add the sentiment. I don't need any extra embellishment. There is a lot going on with this press plate. We've got a lot of color and a lot of stuff going on. Now, I used that great big sentiment, and I was hesitant to cover up. I didn't want to cover it up, but I thought, well, just go ahead and kind of lay it in the middle on the windmill so that we can still see our tulips, and I think it looks really pretty. So I'm going to bring in some of the foam squares from the shop, and we'll pop these up. I had a new package, and it took me a minute to get them opened up, so I paused and got them out of there. And we're just going to use our pick tool and just lay several of these down on the back of our sentiment, and then we'll have our sentiment to be raised on our lovely Windmill and Tulips card. Just pulling my two cards into view so you can see them both. And you can see how we've gone from light pink to medium pink to then the seedless preserves. I think looks really pretty. And we're going to get this sentiment laid down on there. And we have got two gorgeous cards. So all the materials are linked in the description box below, and I've taken a picture so that you can see a good look at them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Bye.